What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new album from the band Barghest, entitled The Virtuous Purge. This is released on Gilead Media. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very nihilistic, crust-laden, sludgy style of black metal. This is a band that is far and away different from your typical perception of what a black metal band would sound like. Of course, you have the certain instances of really wretched vocal stylings, really high-picked sort of guitar riffs, but you also have that almost dirty, swampy, sludgy sort of sound in certain instances of their material. And I think that's what sets them apart from the rest of the typical sort of black metal sort of sounds. This has been a very consistent band throughout the years, and in doing so, they've released a really solid self-titled debut and a couple of awesome splits along the way. Now we have the sophomoric effort from Barghest entitled The Virtuous Purge. It's 7 tracks, and it clocks in at around 37 minutes in length, and pretty much, this is a massive step up from the debut album. I think there's a lot of great ideas being brought forth to the table here with The Virtuous Purge, and I would say that this is a very successful sophomoric effort. If anything, it just shows you that Barghest are going to become a very dominant force within the Louisiana metal scene and within the black metal underground. The guitar riff work on here is incredibly vivid and very sludgy, I must say. Once again, stating why I think this is a band that definitely is far and away different from your usual sort of black metal sound. Of course, you get your traditional sort of tremolo style riffs and just the way some of the riffs are handled. Some very fast and well picked guitar playing going on, but just the muddiness and the sludginess of the guitar just sounds really awesome. Like the opening track, Our Last Night on Earth, I think that's a really awesome example of the different sort of guitar stylings going on. And then you get to tracks like Thought Disease and the title track. You just get just the way the guitar is being handled on those particular tracks. It's really devastating. And then there's a track towards the very end called My Own Grave. It definitely shows the full potential of the guitar work that's being handled here. Almost going once again back to the sludge comparisons, there almost seems to be a bit of a death metal mentality in certain instances within the riffs. I think it's really incredible, and it definitely makes for a very heavy listen. Bass tone is really good too. I really love the way that the bass guitar is handled here. Not too loud, not overly audible, but still I think it is a rattling bass guitar performance. Nice, well balanced for the way the riffs are being handled, and definitely it just serves a nice balance throughout this entire record. I really love that about the bass. The drums have a very methodical sort of approach going on here. Pretty mid-paced and well thought out throughout the entire record. Nothing feels too fast, nothing feels too slow. It definitely feels like a very moderately paced drum performance, and I love the way that everything is being handled here. It just feels very natural and very authentic sounding. I really love the way the drums feel on this album, just the way the snare is, the kick, the bass drums, just a lot of natural sort of qualities to this guitar. And I really appreciate the attention to detail that's being done throughout some of these lengthier tracks on this album. And moving on to the vocals. The vocals are very evil sounding, very well worded, very articulate sounding, not too guttural to where you can't understand what he's saying. But the way this guy handles himself the way this vocalist handles himself, it's really amazing sounding, and he definitely gives a very meaningful performance here. Very from the heart, very gripping sounding, and I just love the way the attention that this guy brings to the table when it comes to singing what he's talking about. It's really dark and bleak sounding stuff going on here. So overall, if you're into Louisiana black metal, if you're into traditional black metal, or if you just like black metal with just a lot of different thoughts and vibes and ideas, Barghest are a band to be definitely on the lookout for. They are different from the pack, and that's what I love about them. They just bring something new to the table, and I really, really love what they do with the Virtuous Purge. It's a really, really solid follow-up to their debut. If I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Our Last Night on Earth, Agonizing Spiritual Descent, Thought Disease, and the title track. So I'm going to leave you a link in the description box to the Gilead Media Bandcamp page, where you can stream this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. It is a name your price digital download, and it is also available physically on 12-inch vinyl. You can buy it clear or standard black 180-gram vinyl. I believe that later on in the year they will be doing a selected amount of tour dates, so if they happen to be coming anywhere near your city, definitely try to make an effort to go see them. So again, the album is The Virtuous Purge by Barghest. This is released on Gilead Media. Definitely check this out. I'm going to give this a very strong 8 out of 10. Really, really awesome listen. A very well thought and well concocted blending of black metal mixed with sludge and crust. So support Barghest. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Army Ho out.